Armand, thank you so much for having us out to the track today. You know, prior to actually driving NASCAR, one of the cool things or personal anecdotes that you talked about was your brother-in-law actually having the same experience and then talking about it for like 3 years after. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that was really cool. He has been involved in my life because of my sister for 16 years now, and I mean, he knew what I do and he liked racing, but once he got the experience about actually jumping into a race car and running some laps, he was like involved in racing even more and had more respect for my sport, and he was in love with it. So even this year we went to the same racetrack and he was there, and he was like, it's amazing, man. It's just so cool to just turn there as fast as you can, and just being able to handle the car, and it's so much pressure. And yeah, and they said, I mean, you were by yourself, you know, and they said, well, when there's 36 trucks around you, how can you do that? Well, it's I guess it's time, things you're born with, and experience. So I'm glad I actually get to experience that and to race in the Camping World Truck Series.
Well, you mentioned the pressure, and that's an interesting thought, because as I was out there driving, you know, with the assistant in the passenger seat, doing it the easiest way a guy could ever do it, I was thinking, wow, there's a lot you got to think about. Yeah. And then on top of that, you add 40, 50, however many thousand people watching you. You got some in your ear all the time, and then like you said, you've got 30 some odd trucks next to you. What do you think about while that's going on?
Well, you're pretty focused, and especially like the guy that's talking to you, the spotter, you don't pay attention to what he's saying. I mean, you are not focusing what he's saying. You just receive the message and it just goes through your brain, and you just react to that, but you don't think what he's saying. So which is pretty cool. Once you get to get that knowledge and to get that feeling, it makes your life way easier. You're just so focused that you just do things by yourself. You're not thinking about doing things, and that gives you more speed. When you think about things, it takes time to react, and you're slow. Like even to pass a car or to do better, to do a fast lap on qualifying. So if you do things by yourself, I mean, just without thinking, it just comes way better.
So when you get to about the 2-hour mark of a race, or even an hour and a half, where's your mind at that point? I mean, are you even aware of how long you've been in the car? What do you think?
Well, yeah, basically, once you start racing a lot and races 2.5 hours, you get a sense of what time is. I mean, I don't get tired because I do a lot of exercise, but I have a sense that the race is going to finish. That also comes because you already make a couple of pit stops, and you know in sequence and in gas how many laps you are about to be over. So you get a good feeling of where you are, but still the communication with the team is critical, because most of the races, if you get a green, white checker, or if you can stop to get 4 fresh tires for a 10-lap run or a 5-lap run, and take advantage of that, because with fresh tires you're faster. You need to know those things. So I mean, there's a lot of things going on. I, as a driver, don't handle everything, and there's a lot of people behind me that help me do that. Not only in my team during the racetrack activity, also on the pit crew, changing the tires, putting gas, but also from the shop. I think the races are won in the shop. The cars are well prepared. They are fast. They're going to ride to the track, and they're going to be on top of the board in every single practice and qualifying on the race, hopefully. So that's what we work for every single weekend. There's a lot of people involved in Red Horse Racing. They're working as hard as they can to give us great trucks. I think we're going to close the season very, very strong. Hopefully get NET10 Wireless their first victory in the Camping World Truck Series.
So coming out of the track, just for the first time ever, like the feeling of doing 160 miles an hour just right out the gate like that was just amazing. I mean, exhilarating is the word, but it's played out, so we got to think of another one to use. So for you, you know, having done this since you were 14 years old, what is it? Do you get used to it? Is there ever a time where you don't feel that thrill?
Well, you know, every time I jump into a car and I just feel the power, it's like, wow, I get a smile in my face.
That's all
I'll say 90% of the times that I go into my first lap, I just smile, because it's so much fun. It's just what I love to do. And there's so much pressure involved in racing, rather than just going around the racetrack. But of course, like the first lap is the first lap, so you can't be pressuring the first lap because you're done. That's a weekend, right? So it's so much fun, and that's part of what racing is, just to enjoy. And once you start enjoying it, just everything comes along.
Great. Armand, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alan, I appreciate you.